You don't have a pair of nunchucks at your house? What were you thinking? Meet Carlor. He'll teach you how.
Hello, I am Carlor. I protect the streets of Philadelphia at nighttime from all of my enemies. I'm a bow staff warrior. I know how to strike down all of my enemies with the bow staff with liquid skill. Today we're going to show you how to make your
very own nunchucks and how to stain your nunchucks.
I'm a Shaolin spirit ancient warrior kung fu master. I've been around since the early humans, basically.
Carlor has a mixture of tiger and dragon style. It's called dragon style. And I don't really care what other nunchucka warriors think or say about how to build one, because mine's gonna be the strongest.
Carlor is the strongest.
Check out nunchuck and bow staff moves at end of video.
One paintbrush, $1.88. Got my eyes on this right here.
Zinc plated, 16 inch by 1 foot is $2.58. You'll need 2 quick links, but make sure it's 1/4 inch, and 2 eye bolts. They have to fit each other.
Alright guys, so I got this chain cut. I got it 7 links. I think that'll be good because when I put the quick links on, it'll be a little bit longer, so I can always shorten it with the quick link. Super glue gel. It was cheap, $3. When I put the bolt into the handle, I find my car. So I only spent like 15 bucks, but you might want to get some wood stain. Where's my car?
If you've seen my other videos, I've built a bow staff, and I built it out of a 2x4. This is the end piece, so it kind of looks more square because I didn't work on it as much. So I'm going to work on it a little bit more to make it more round. If you want to see how to make the bow staff, you got to check out that other video, and that'll explain basically how to make the nunchuck. So you can either just buy a round spindle, or you could do what I did and make a bow staff, and with the extra pieces make the nunchucks. So if you want to make it by hand, I'll put the link in the description and also at the end screen. I'm trying to make this cost efficient, so if you have a 2x4, you could check out that video. So I'll show you me working on this. We're going to cut it 1 foot pieces for our nunchuck handles. First, I want to make sure that this is nice and smooth and round shaped. Here's all the tools you're going to be needing. I have a round piece of spindle, round piece of wood, paintbrush for staining later if you want. I have 2 of these eye bolts. You need 2 of these. Thread on this end, and it's just as long as it's round right there. Here I got 2 of these. It's a master link. You can unroll it and open it up, and that's how we'll connect the chain. That's 7 chain links here. If you are going to be finishing your wood or trying to make it smooth, just now I'm going to be using a file and a chisel. Clamp or a vise. I have 2 clamps. You'll need a drill with 2 different size drill bits, not this drill bit. Here I'm going to use Varathane again. I got dark walnut. And I'm going to use a palm sander, super glue. Like I said, you can literally chop up a broomstick, but I want this to be thick because when I drill the hole through it, if it's thick, I'll have more material. I kind of wanted my handles to be fat too, about 1 inch to 1.25 inches. When you're using a chisel, never put your hand in front of the chisel. Always keep your hand behind the chisel. It's 2x4 wood. It's really easy to chip away. You want to be careful not to chip away too much. It's just your regular construction 2x4. You could use oak. I might do a video on that next. Whatever you chisel, just try to find the sharp corner and chisel that part out. It'll make it more round. Don't put your body in front of it, in front of the chisel. Do not go like this. I switched direction because I started going too deep here, so I switched my chisel around so that I don't go too deep. Chisel, spin, chisel, spin. Sometimes the wood only wants you to chisel in one direction. Alright, so I think I rounded it off pretty good. I think now I could just use the palm sander.
When you sand it, just keep rocking back and forth to keep it round. You don't want to make it flat.
You put your sander down. Make sure it stops first, because it could walk away. Let's cut this back away. 2'7". So I'll just start from the middle. The ends are no good. Half of 2'7" is 1'3.5". Put a mark. From there, I'll measure 1 foot this way and 1 foot that way. Use my speed square. You don't need a speed square, but I like to use it.
First, cut your 2 outside lines and leave the middle line for last.
Took my eye bolt and I just held it up. And this one here seems like the right size, seems like perfect. So you don't want it to be too much smaller, because when you go to put the eye bolt in, you could split the whole handle in half. All right, so I'm gonna clamp this to the table. I got a piece of scrap wood I'll hold so I don't damage my nunchuck. My eye bolt, got the right size drill bit, 1/2 inch. I gotta get a center mark. I go dead center into 3/8 here. If your wood spindle is 1.25 inches, measure 5/8 of an inch all the way around, and you'll get the center mark. Just put a little plus sign there. I'm gonna start with a pilot drill. Whatever you could get that's small, it works as a guide. Alright, so my drill bit went in pretty deep, but this is just the pilot hole anyway. With this, you can hold your drill bit up to your eye bolt and put a piece of tape. You put a piece of tape right there. You want to bury the eye bolt as deep as it can, which is for me it's about right there. Test fit it and then cover the threads with super glue. I dipped mine right into the bottle. You really shouldn't have to force it in there at all. If you do, you got the wrong size bit. You could try reaming it out. It might be dirty in there. You might still have sawdust, but you shouldn't have to force it in there, or else it could split in half, or like really split down the middle. Do both sides. You cut it in half. Maybe hit it one more time with the sander while it's all in one piece. Try to round over the edges with your sanding device. Now, we're going to attach the chain. A quick link. Open it up. Put the end of the chain on. Should have checked to see if that'll work. No. I gotta go to the store. I'm on my way back from Lowe's. I got the right size. The last one didn't open up enough right here.
I hate it when I have to go back to Lowe's. Nothing against Lowe's. They could sponsor me if they want.
Alright, now we got the nunchucks. It's looking pretty good. Let's go test them out.
With the nunchucks, it's just like I said with the bow staff. You could take out a whole horde of zombies with just the nunchucks. I've seen it happen. They don't tell you about what Carlor has done in the Middle Ages. They don't put it in the history books. He's taken down, like, it was like round 20 or round 40 of Call of Duty zombies. And all he had was the high ground and a pair of nunchucks and sweatpants. That's it.
Carlor needs to practice, but I like it.
Remember what I said in my first bow staff video. When it comes to martial arts, you gotta come up with a name for yourself. I come up with Carlor. Carlor is the master. He is the greatest. He is my sensei. And he knows all the skills because he terminates all his enemies. And he doesn't care. He's not afraid. In fact, he asked me what afraid means the other day. There is no fear in here. You understand? You have offended my family, and you have offended the Shaolin Temple. I call this maneuver the avalanche. I think it could use some work.
Start out with my left hand because I think that's easier. Do this whole thing. That's easy, get used to it. But this is the figure 8. If you keep it in a figure 8, it won't hit you in the head. But then you gotta change the figure 8 to a regular, like this. So, figure 8. And then you keep it on this side, and then under the armpit. Then switch it to this hand. That's how you make the switch. That's how you make the switch. That's what I know. Carlor doesn't know much because Carlor is a bow staff guy, but Carlor knows the nunchucks too, a little bit.
When I uploaded this clip, my editing software almost went into overdrive and broke my phone. Almost. Now it's time to stain the wood.
Carlor!
First, tape your chain because you don't want to get any stain on your chain, dog.
Put it on loosely so you can rip it off.
Try not to let any globs or drips dry that way. You want to spread it thin and all over. Don't miss any spots.
There you have it. Those are some nice looking nunchucks. I'll leave it hanging to dry.
Alright guys, so I got my bow staff stained and I got my nunchucks stained. You won't get to see them in action because I'm going to let them dry overnight, so won't be able to film. I wanted the stain to settle, so no more kung fu for me today, soldier. But you know, that's good because I'm going to have some sweet looking nunchucks. Like, take a look at that. Wow, look at my nunchucks. Yes, look at that bow staff. Wow. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next video.
I don't want to hurt any.
Carlor is just like a Shaolin master. He knows how to do the bow staff blindfolded, and he's not scared. Watch and learn. So if anybody wants to say I'm not, say so in the comments section, and Carlor will show you his blindfolded bow staff maneuvers. See you guys, thanks for watching. Here's my end screen where you can click on other videos and subscribe.